Hey guys, welcome back to Making It. Today we're gonna be doing some roasted squash with some spiced yogurt and some toasty nuts. Before we get into that cooking, let's set up our little ingredient shrineage, our shrine, our respect to the things we're gonna be cooking with, all right? First up, we got the Georgia Candy Roaster. One of my favorite squash, all right? We get it right up from farms up here in Connecticut. They're just really juicy, and I know that's a weird thing to say about squash, but like juicy and tender and delicious and just amazing. So we're gonna peel these up. I'm gonna save the seeds so that I can grow them here at the Leone and Sons farm. Season 2025. I cooked some already, so it was about that big. So it's a big old mammer jammer. We got some pecans. All right, we're gonna toast those up, finish them with a little butter and some salt, maybe a little rosemary, because I love it so much. We got a little maple syrup we'll put in there, a little bit of butter. We all know the butter. And then we got some yogurt, all right? I like the Siggies, is nice. I get it at the supermarkets, and it's just, you know, it's nice. We're gonna thin it out with a little bit of lemon juice, and we're gonna add some nice spices like ground sumac, ground ginger root, royal cinnamon. I don't know what's so royal about it. It kind of freaks me out. But anyway, Vietnam. Garam Masala, which is a combination of a bunch of warm little spices like cinnamon, star anise, yellow cardamom, black cardamom, mace, cloves, and bay leaf. Love that. And what else we got? Well, add another little pinch of nutmeg and some black pepper. And I've been using it a lot because 'tis the season is a little thing I got from a previous episode we did is some cranberry chimichurri. We'll do little dollops, little speckly spots of that when we go and plate it up. Really delicious. Adds a little brightness to it, nice little vegetal, and that cranberry crunch, which is just delightful. So let's get it cooking, shall we? I got my oven preheated, 375 convection. We're gonna go on that mid-level. And I got a little cast iron pan in there, preheating away so I can toast my nuts in it. But let's start off, first things first. Let's get these squash cooking. They don't really take that long to cook. 25, 30, 35, 40 minutes max. Let's get into that. The old cabbage killer, the Leone Lamson edition. Great knife for things like our buddy, the Georgia Candy Roaster, all right? Nice tough edge, not gonna go busting it out because, you know, it's squash. You can really whack things up here. All right, let's go. We're gonna peel it. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. Beautiful color, huh? Look at that. Look at that orange, man. Kind of looks, has almost the exact same color as like a butternut squash. Just want to go get all that waxy kind of tough skin off like you would on a butternut or any squash for that matter. And then we're gonna go cut it into halves and split it right down the center. Scoop out the seeds, scrape out any of that kind of, that stringy stuff is actually pretty sweet and nice. I don't mind leaving some of it, but mostly you wanna get any of those like thick stem kind of, the thick one, the main one like that, I like to get out. And any of the seeds. You don't wanna go eating the seeds. Obviously. Look at these big old fat seeds. I'll pick through these later. So I got a little sheet tray with a little bit of olive oil on there. And we're just gonna cut these into fun little pieces. Easy to plate, easy to serve. All right, not too small, not too big. Just like nice little, like that. And if you can't find Georgia Candy Roasters, which I'm assuming a lot of folks will not be able to, sweet potatoes, butternut, anything. We'll hit it with a little bit of the essential mineral of life, Jerry, man. Little Jer salt. What's up, Jer? Let's get a little Jer in there. A little salty boo-boo in there, all right, Jer? And we're gonna hit it with a little more olive oil. Just wanna give them a nice little coat job, give them something to kind of caramelize a little bit. Roast, you don't wanna just throw them in there dry. You don't wanna be a little dry squash. And we'll put them right on that street tray. Bonus! We'll put a little piece of garlic in there, let that roast with it. I'll give it a little crush job, nip off the woody end, nip off the little tip, little nip job. I'll give it a fine little crush, little chop like that, and we'll add it right into the party. Shouldn't burn because we're not real hot. So let's throw these squash in the oven. I'm gonna set a timer for about 15, 20 minutes. Give them a little spin, give them a little check. I'm expecting them to take about 30, 35. I like to spin them halfway through just so they brown evenly. As our squash are roasting away, let's make our yogurt and our little toasted up nuts. I'm gonna start off with, say, 2 cups of yogurt, 1 3/4 cups. We're gonna add just a little pinchy poo of maple syrup. Oh my God, it's so good. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon. We're gonna add that many cranks of black pepper. We're gonna add a little garam masala. What is that? That's gonna be 1/4 teaspoon. See ya. Sumac, we're gonna go a little big. All right, we're gonna go, see how that comes out. That's gonna be like a teaspoon. Ginger, easy Bob. All right, this thing's coming out like rocks. All right, we're just gonna do a little pinch. Nothing crazy, 2 pinches. 1/4 teaspoon. Packed. All right, and you can adjust the taste, you know, whatever you're into. I like a little bit more cinnamon. So we're gonna add a little bit more cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. Pinch of nutmeg. Royal cinnamon, just like a heavy like finger blaster. Like a finger, just a little bit more cinnamon is what we're gonna add. So now we're gonna add just about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I like to add a little pinch of essential, a little jar. Always add a little pinchy poo of that. We'll give that a little whisk, see what happens, and we can adjust from there. I like that. See how it tastes. A little more jar. Need something else. A little more maple. You know what else it needs is a little more ginger. I was way off. Let's do a full teaspoon of ginger, total. Just do whatever you want. Just add some ginger, make it nice. If you want to add cayenne, that'd be great. And we're gonna add a little bit more of the Garam Masala. Just a little bit. No, let's revisit. That's nice. Still missing something. A little bit more lemon juice is what I think it needs, a little more acid in there. Watch for seeds, so about another teaspoon. No, I'm sorry, about another tablespoon of lemon juice, I think. That's gonna thin it out, but it's also just gonna give it that brightness that's gonna go, I desire when I cook stuff like this. A little taste. That's nice. Bright from all that lemon juice, the salt, the warm spices. I think you're gonna pair really nice with our squash. So that's what we're looking for, nice little consistency. Let's do the nuts. So I got the cast iron pan in the oven already preheated, just at 350 with the squash. And I like to toast my nuts in the oven, not the stove top. The oven has more of a consistent heat from all over, everywhere. You know, it's just gonna toast it evenly. Nice. Hey girls, looking good. A little bit of nuts, all right? We're gonna do a little dry toast before we hit them with the butter. And you don't wanna go walking away here, all right? I'm gonna pop them back in the oven. You just want them to get a little toasty and fragrant. All right, we're gonna add a little pinch of that minced up rosemary, just a little pinch into the yogurt to help it give a nice little, just love it. It's gonna add a nice little layer into that warm spice yogurt with that brightness from the lemon juice. Give it a little piney punch. Also, the nuts are done. All right, so the nuts are nice and toasted. They're not over toasted. I'm gonna put them back in for a minute, but I wanna add a little scooterooch, a little pat of butter to them. All right, let them melt. We're gonna get them like a little sauciness. And we're gonna add about another equal amount of maple syrup. And a little rosemary, butter, maple. All right, let's give that a little, get them all coated up, nice. Toss them back in the oven for a couple minutes. All right, so I let the nuts go in back in the oven at 375, 350 with the squash. That butter, maple syrup, I tossed in the coat, a little bit of salt, and now they're like candied in maple syrup with rosemary and butter. Yum, that's gonna go over top of our squash. So we'll let those hang out. We got about 15 minutes left on the squash. And it's gonna be delish. Yogurt's done, everything's done. Set yourself up for success. Let's go play a little round of Star Fox. Do a barrel roll, Fox. Good luck. Let's go. Oh, are you peppy? I'm not being peppy.
That's you though, man.
Oh, you get to be Fox? I get to be peppy?
Well, you want to switch controllers? We can. Like,
yeah.
Oh, fine, dude. I'll be peppy, dude. I'll smoke you.
Whatever. What do you do in handicaps?
No handicap.
No handicaps.
All right, dude, you're done.
Let's go.
Ooh!
Down. Ugh. I don't like that.
No! No, that's a brutal hit. Brutal.
I have to check the squash.
Okay, go.
It's intense. I'm just gonna give them a little flipsy. So they're starting to caramelize nice. I don't want them mushy. I want to be able to cut them with a spoon, but still retain their shape. So I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes in the oven, and we're gonna be jamming. Just enough time to smoke Blake and Star Fox. Let's go. Oh, you snake!
Oh! Dude, this is an intense fight, dude. This is going crazy. We're tied right now, dude. Same health, same everything.
Oh my gosh, this is so intense.
Oh my god! Do you see those health bars here? Do you see that, dude? Do a double flipper.
Oh, come on! No way! No way!
Flip it, dude! Flip it, Peppy! I've never in my entire life ever had something this intense on Star Fox.
No, it doesn't happen.
No. You got it! No!
Victory!
No!
Yeah, baby! I got goosebumps.
Good game though. Come here. Good
That
game.
was the best Star Fox match I ever had.
Lucky hog.
That was the best match I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was. All on tape. There's no doctoring of the footage. There's no cuts here. There's nothing wonky. That's raw, pure, high octane. Star Fox 64. A champion, actually.
Blake ain't fixing that in post, baby. Woo! Currently holding the belt in Star Fox.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
We're tied.
It's 1-1 right
It's
now.
1-1. Fine.
Yes, then
fine,
we're a world
fine,
championship
fine,
match.
Fine.
Yeah.
But I hold the belt in 007.
You do.
And I don't even want to race you again
Yeah,
in
I
Mario
smoked
Kart. That was like
Mario.
embarrassing.
Why do you say Mario?
Wait,
It's
what'd you call it?
Mario Kart. dude.
That's not Mario.
Mario.
There you go.
So I pulled the nuts out of the oven, maple candied pecans with some rosemary and some sea salt. Beautiful stuff, man, right in the cast iron. And these you can do ahead of time, man. These can last, days, in an airtight container, but oh my God, perfect. We got our yogurt sauce already. Let me get the squash. Yep, bubbling away. That's perfect. So again, like I'm looking for is I want to be able to cut it with a fork or a spoon. Like, ooh, yeah, perfect. Nice and fork tender, but not mushing. I want to feel the squash. I want to feel the squash because it's nice. Oh yeah, look at that. It's my favorite squash. I'm so excited for you guys to try this. I hope you can find some Georgia Candy Roasters. If not, butter, it's all good. Beat it, fly. All right, let's plate this up. Let's eat. So I like to put a little bit down on the plate. Nice little smeary smooth bob. No big deal. It ain't nothing fancy here. What are we doing? We're serving squash. Next, we'll put some squash down. Little beautiful bombers down here. They are the best. Something real easy dish, but it just adds a nice little everything to a full meal here. Add a little bit more yogurt. And then I have the pecans here. What I'm gonna do is you can use a knife. I'm just gonna use my finger and crush some of them up. All right, I don't even mind a couple whole ones in there because they're just so delicious. Put them down in the yogurt there for a little treat later. And then take some of the little crushed ones and just give it a little sprinkle over the top. Pecans are so delicious too with that maple syrup. They just kind of complement each other phenomenally. And I really like crushing the nuts up to where some of them are like almost like a powder, where they crumble, where you get that like kind of adds to the texture of it instead of just being like a big little nut, Top secret weapon, one of my new favorite things is the cranberry chimichurri. We're gonna give little dollops of that on there. Just make it beautiful. Just that oil kind of brightness, the cranberries are just, tis the season, baby. Get it in the yogurt, give it a little vegetal green. We got the parsley in there with some herbs. I think it's just a really, really nice, lovely dish there. Let me make a little composed bite. Piece of squash, a little yogurt, piece of pecan. Boom. That looks delicious. Looks like a piece of pie. Oh my God. The crunchiness from the nut, the sweetness. I mean, this is almost like a dessert for God's sakes, in my opinion. The squash by itself is worthy of serving. It's perfect. The texture is creamy, firm still, sweet, also kind of light. That right there, dinner party. Oh, what should we bring? A side, right? Everyone's gonna be like, who made the squash? And you're gonna be like, Bill Ponderosa. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Make this for the holidays. Make the nuts, make the squash. Be kind to each other, all right? Eat better food. Oh my God. Get some plates. Au revoir, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. The squash is good. My God, it really is delicious. Great day all around, boys, all right? It's good having you on set, Blakey boy. Dude, I'm so fucking glad I beat you in Star Fox. You don't know how much I needed that.